for the girls from Antigua. And the number 22, Sapphire Joseph. She'll be sporting number 2 jersey. The captain, Shanice Archibald. Jada Quinlan will be sporting number 8 jersey. Georgia Joseph. She'll be the number 19. Janiqua Nord. Number 12, Azia Peterson. The number 8. As that ball just trickles off the keeper, it goes wide. From the information that's more Murray early today, that she's just transitioning from track to the field. The number 24, Janique Blackstock. Shaniqua Sampson. Number 13, Eva Lynch. She's the number 9. So that's the starting lineups for the girls from Antigua. Now for the girls from St. Augustine, we have in goal Headley, the captain. Number 19, Latoya Cayenne. Number 14 is Iris Taylor. Number 4 is Victoria Swift. She's going to be very influential in what happens here. And there's a shot there by the number 11, Rosalie Mangan Emilia, sorry. Number 21, Jade Noriega. Number 7, Andrea Ramchahar. Number 9, Skydome. Number 12, Emily Nanton. And round out the lineups, we've got Khalil Tony. So that's the starting lineup for the both teams. As things just settled down, we have Maury with the goal kick. She decides to leave it for the number 24, that's Blackstock with national experience for the Antigua national team. At one of the levels, she bangs it forward, but it's intercepted in the midfield by the number 19 for the Trinidad and Tobago team. And the 5 Islands team, they're in possession, trying to knock it around, but it's picked off there by, that's Tony. But doing good recovery work is Blackstock. She bangs it forward. So both teams yet to settle. Cheeky move there by Emilia. And they're looking to make a pass. It's gone through. Swift in a battle. Pulling and tugging. And let's see which direction it's going to go in. Well, so she's won the call of the referee, the experienced Sil Hines, and she will take this free kick for herself just inside her own half. As the girls in royal blue. Swift. It's banged inside, but it falls nicely here for Jerome. And Jerome is up off the bar. So the 5 Island girls yet to get out of their half, and it's Swift just breaking things up. Durham, she seems to have a good burst of speed. She just blows past her defender. But coming across and doing some good defensive work, there's no other puts it into touch, and it's going to be a goal kick, corner, sorry, for the St. Augustine girls. Running across to take it. It's Nanton. Goes short to Emilia back to Nanton. Is she onside? The flag has stayed down, but banged across. Still unable to clear. The 5 Islands girls, loud cries of out by the defense. Finally they get it clear, but just as far as Lynch turns nicely, plays it into space. That's a good ball forward. Joseph just going out of play, and it's going to be a throwing for the 5 Island girls as they finally enter the half of the St. Augustine campus. Of course, you're watching the UWI Intercampus games here live on 360 TV. Throwing on the far side. Or UWITV, sorry. And it's a foul through there. Just raising the legs. So it's going to be a throwing. Swift comes, throws it forward. That's a brilliant turn. She blows past one, but then just being thwarted there by Blackstock. Blackstock has been very influential at the back for this Antiguan team. In fact, that's Corrington And it's whipped across. But just going into the side netting. So being very active out wider there. It's Nanton. And Murray. She's urging her players forward. Decides to go short. It gets through. All's well that ends well. And they're able to clear their lines. Nice work in the middle of the park there. It falls to Nanton. Saved and cleared there by Murray. A brilliant save. But it falls to Swift. Durham blows past a marker. And it goes into the arms of Murray. So Murray clears it forward. Skipper trying to corral it. Unable to do so, it goes out of play. So there's a skipper Archibald there trying to maintain control. Tila with a throw into Durham. Blackstock, strong tackle. She's in between everything at the back for this team. The Five Islands team, the newest addition to the UE family. Ball thrown forward. Durham turns skillfully as she tries to bring it across. And it's going to be a goal kick. Murray to take it. So the women kicking things off this morning. Gloomy conditions. Earlier it was all hot sun, but the weather just changing. And there's Blackstock again. Janique. She's putting on her screen. And it falls to Durham. Durham. It's put out of play. And it goes out there for it's going to be a throw-in. And of course, who to take that throw-in but Victoria Swift? It looks like it's a kick. So she's going to look across. The ball is floated across. Just over the head of the arriving Nanton, Emily Nant. And Emily, the ball just left her. And they picking up the ball. A shot into the side netting there. So that is the captain, Latoya Cayenne. She's been dominating the midfield. Ball goes short. So it's going to be a goal kick. And Janique, she's going to take it. She decides that enough is enough. She's going to go long here. Janique Blackstock bangs it forward. Captain Cayenne takes it on skillfully. But she loses out. And then she just uses the big screen, the movie tongue screen. The referee, Cecily Hines, say it's illegally done. And the ball left. Blackstock. She decided that she's going to take matters into her own hands or her own feet. But she's able to find her player. And they're finally into the UE half. Here they come bursting forward. The skipper with a shot. Just wide. So they finally gotten off a shot there. Shanice Archibald there getting into the UE half. Blackstock deciding that she's going to take matters into her own feet. She's been the center of everything positive. And Victoria Swift deciding that she's going to do the same for this UWI Augustine team. As she looks up, bangs it forward, looking for Durham. And it's a bit of a foot race here. Durham, she's lightning fast, but she's not going to get to the ball before that's Nord. Nord using her superior size and strength. And just ushers it out. So it's going to be a throwing for the girls from Antigua, the beautiful island. Allegedly, legend has it has 365 beaches. One beach for every day of the year. In fact, I've just been back from Antigua, and lovely beaches. And I visit almost all. Well, there's the big screen. Good skill there. Blackstock really getting into it.
And now it's Joseph. Tries to place it forward, but it falls to Emilia. And Cayenne. Durham finds Swift. Swift will have to take things into her own hands, but it's Durham. She's lightning fast. She's racing into the area. Good, strong challenge, and it goes out for a corner. A robust challenge there. Taking no prisoners. The number 18, that's Quinlan. The ball goes out, and it's going to be Nanton. She plays it short to Swift. Swift turns away from the challenge there. A shot from distance. Oh, it's flashed across. Cleared. Cayenne with a shot. Just over the top of the crossbar. So the skipper Cayenne coming to life here. Dictating things in the midfield. Latoya Cayenne. As it's going to be Murray who's going to spot this one. Now the ladies, they'll be, a number of them will be just getting into the sport at the tertiary level. Of course, at this level, it's all about the camaraderie, building the relationships, the teamwork. And that's a skipping past one challenge. That's Tony. Tony has not been as active as you would expect. And the ball just going out of play. It's going to be a throwing. And looking to take that throwing, it's going to be Nord, Janique Nord. It's a legal throw. Finds a skipper. That's Joseph. In fact, that's Archibald. Goes out and they get a couple of yards down the touchline. And Simpson throws it into Blackstock. She's going to go long. She's a very robust player. Finds a player forward. The skips past the challenge here. Bursting into the area. She goes down. No, the advantage is played. It goes wider to Lynch. Lynch comes inside. They come back. Strong challenge. No call by the referee. The advantage played. Swift raises her head and she finds Nanton. Nanton with room and time. This is going to be dangerous. Emily Nanton picks it up and she bursts into the area. A bit of a heavy touch. Lovely, strong challenge there. Getting back on defense. But she's able to cover into the back of the net. So Nanton, she always looked like she was going to get a goal. Good defensive work by the defender. But Nanton recovers. Got back to her feet, and Emily Nanton puts the St. Augustine team up 1-0. So they lead with just about 12 minutes gone in this one. So that's the kickoff. The UWI St. Augustine team leading 1-0. But the Five Island girls urged on by their supporters. Coming across at the back there is Noriega. And she puts it out into nearest touch. So the Five Island girls, they have their supporters. They've traveled all the way from Antigua, the island of Sun, Sea, and Sand. Recently they had the elections. And Gaston Brown was returned for a historic fourth time. His Labour Party winning that election. Well, it's going to be a throwing here. And it's thrown into the ever-present, that's Quinlan. Blackstock bursting forward. Quinlan in a battle. Wiggles out there. Emalia plays it forward, but she just getting her pocket picked. It falls to Swift. She raises her head, looking for Durham. Is she onside? The flag has stayed down. And it's Durham in a battle here with the robust Simpson. And it's with Durham. She's lightning fast. Push past the challenge. The referee tells her, get up. Play on. And it's going to be Simpson. Clears it forward. Falls to Swift. She's dangerous from this distance. Swift for the shot. Just wide. So Victoria Swift just masquerading in the midfield. National player. Just playing in the last World Cup qualifiers, where Trinidad and Tobago was eliminated by El Salvador. A player with a long history at the national level. A bit of a veteran. But here comes Nanton. Nanton finds Tony. Tony skips past the challenge. Murray. Durham off the upright. It's still not cleared. Finally, the Five Island girls able to clear, but it's only as far as Emilia. Emilia comes inside. Looks to skips past one. Swift. Compose. Cayenne. Just exchanging passes, these two experienced players. Swift brings it wider. Beautiful football here now. Taylor looking for movement. Goes back to Swift. Swift bossing that midfield area. She looks up, sees that Durham is in an offside position. Decides to go it alone. Putting on the big screen. Cinema 8 or Movie Tongue, according to which you prefer. When it's Cayenne. Cayenne bursting into the area. Cayenne with the left-footed shot. Just dragging it wide. So Latoya Cayenne there, just putting it wide with the left boot. But UWI St. Augustine beginning to tighten the screws here at the UWI St. Augustine grounds. The sun just peeking out from the eastern part. They decide to go short again. And that's a beautiful ball forward. The skipper, Archibald. Is there a handle ball? Yes, there is. And the ball just being handled there. The referee right on spot. Spotting the infringement by Joseph. And Swift, she's going to be looking for Nanton. That partnership is going to be very vital. She bangs it forward. Nanton takes it down skillfully. Good defensive duties there. But it goes only as far as Emilia. Emilia with a shot. And it just goes past the uprights. So they're still just holding on here. These Five Island University students. The newest addition to the UWI campuses. And that's just wide. That was Kalia Tony there. She's had a host of opportunities yet to put the ball into the back of the net. And Blackstock decides to take the goal kick. She's being very much involved here. She can kick the ball decently. It's going to go past Swift. Swift decided she's going to back off. Again, Swift gets in between. You could have seen she was aiming for somewhere in that region. It falls to Swift. This is going to be dangerous. But she gives it up. Is she offside? Yes, she is. The flag just going up. Durham just straying on the wrong side of the defensive line. Sky Durham. And the flag goes up, and it's going to be a free kick. So it's Blackstock who's going to take this one. Janique Blackstock. She finds the skipper, Archibald. Archibald bangs it forward, trying to get in a foot race. They feel like they have the advantage if the ball is played in behind the St. Augustine defenders. But that has not happened often enough. Durham trying to be cheeky. Loses out, but now it falls to Swift. Swift putting on the massive screen. Cayenne. Emilia. Cleared forward. Here's the opportunity for them to go on a run. Good defensive, solid work there by Peltier. As Five Island. But here, they're just winning out Cayenne. Latoya Cayenne, skillful and composed, but she's caught in possession. No call by the referee. Correctly so. And then she's going to be called for the foul. Yeah, she just lost a bit of composure there. As we see Obergolston, the physio, Dr. Obergolston. Let me make sure I put the handles to his name. He's here with the UWI team, just strolling past. Blackstock goes short. Quinlan trying to get it through. She does, and then they run into each other. This could be dangerous. Emilia, a bit of a heavy touch. And this can be dangerous here. They're turning in a good area. Good work there by Taylor. They're trying to get into a running position. Noriega, the ball is played through. The keeper comes and claims confidently. Headley rolls it out short to Swift. Swift looking for Nanton. A beautiful ball. Nanton with a good control. A bit of heavy touch, but she's able to get past her marker. Nanton. Emily, she's going to blow past the defenders here. She looks up. She sees two on the inside. She's still continuing her run. Ball across and into the back of the net at the far post. It was a Sky Durham, and she waves to the crowd. It's St. Augustine. They lead 2-0 here. So a very decent crowd building up here at the St. Augustine field. Top field as it was called in the ancient times when I went to UWI. And now it's the McCandle Dagger top field. Well, not quite ashamed of my age. I feel like 20. Just add about 31 more. Cayenne and Ramchtar. That's good movement here by the St. Augustine girls. That's a beautiful through ball, but it's broken up. But it falls to Swift. Durham, is she onside? The flag has stayed down. So Durham, Kalia Durham, she's bursting into the area. A shot. Well defended. But it's given back to her. And Durham has her brace. Sky Durham makes it 3-0. The keeper, she's really just gesticulating to her defense. So now with just about 22 minutes gone in this one, it seems like the Five Island girls are beginning to rock and sway in. And it's a refreshment break as they come off here, of course. So it's a refreshment break, and while the players have a drink, I'll have one as well. So join us after the break as we continue coverage of the UWI games. It's football, women's football. welcome back. We're here at the UWI St. Augustine campus as we get ready for some action just past the break. The score at this time, the UWI St. Augustine girls, they're kicking from left to right in your screen. They're in the royal blue colors. They lead 3-0. They got their goals from the boot of the impressive Emily Nanton and a double from Durham. That's Sky Durham. The girls from the Five Islands University, they fought valiantly, but they've just not been as lucky as they should be. But they continue to apply some pressure here. Ball kept in play, and looking to kick it long. There is Sampson. Noriega. A big touch by her. Taylor wins it out. Cayenne treads the ball through Durham. She's lightning fast. As she skips past the challenge here. Sky Durham, she's one-on-one with the keeper. She takes another touch. Durham! Just pulling wide. So it's going to be a corner here, and it's going to be Nanton. Sissy Lines just correcting. Of course, the ultra competitive Nanton will just be get that ball on her feet. Have won numerous championships in the North Zone in Trinidad. And Tony. No, that doctor had to go first. And the other doctor. She's a doctor. And going down there, we see Tony. That we normally have, and it's gonna be a free kick here as the robust Sampson, I think it's Nord, Janique Nord would have applied a strong challenge on Durham. A defender after my own heart. Only one thing can pass, not the ball and the man. So in this case, not the ball and the lady. So she decided that the ball may pass, but not the lady. But it's going to be Swift. Victoria Swift. Ball placed it on the near post. It's dropped nicely. And Durham just drags it wide. Going for the one-time shot there. And the scores remain at 3-0. The girls from St. Augustine, they lead. Blackstock, Janique Blackstock, she's been impressive for her team. Has really been the heart and the soul of most things going forward and everything in defense. There she bangs it forward. Finds her player out wider here. That's Lynch. Lynch trying to go past Taylor. Taylor wins that tackle. Finds that Swift, who finds Durham. Durham looked to blow past her defender. Ball across. And and then it just goes back, rolls back into the goal. And it's Tony. After going down a short while ago, she's able to get her name onto the scorecard. So Kalia, Tony, the first shot, able to bounce off the keeper. And then good save by the keeper. And so the ball just, they're going to be taking a goal kick. Sorry, as they start the ball from the center circle here. St. Augustine leading 4-0. Tony adding to that. Strong challenge there as the ball goes out of play. Cecil Hines just coming across and having a chat now with Quinlan. Jade Quinlan. Just telling her to control the emotions. Of course, they find themselves down 4-0. So a bit of frustration stepping in. The skipper Cayenne treads the ball forward. Tony just allowing the ball to run. It falls to Durham. Durham! Good save there by Murray. Zamora Durham, of course, just transitioning from athletics to football. Taylor wins out and then finds Swift. Swift treads the ball through. Durham aimed at Durham, but coming across is Nord. And she's just screening it. Then she passes it. Attempt to pass it down the line. Ball just goes out of play, and it's going to be a throwing for the Five Island team. As they try to play the ball through. Tila. Emilia. Coming across is Nord. Nord looking for opportunity to pass it out. She gives it up to Swift. Swift goes past. Ball across. And it comes off of the defender, goes out for a corner. So Simpson just coming off of Simpson. And it goes out. It's going to be a corner here. As we see one of the Five Island girls just warming up. She's wearing a very impressive number 7. Kalisa Thomas, sorry. And that's Emilia just turning away nicely. She's been impressive in the middle of the park. Ball across. Cleared out. Good defensive duties there. At the back by Ramchata. As ball played forward. Good defensive duties. Cayenne. Shifting one way, then the other. Durham, is she onside? She is not. So she's offside. Just stringing into an offside position there is Durham. It's the restart, and we have Blackstock. Ball cleared forward, headed cleared there by Swift. Aimed at Tony. Tony And into the back of the net. Gifted it really. Kalia Tony, she adds a second to her name. Her team's fifth. As the girls from St. Augustine, they're rampaging here. Leading 5-0. So the ball just going to be restart in the center. As we see fans walking out of the UWI compound, just waving to the girls. Of course, it's May. And of course, during the month of May, where the vacation really starts. Ball played short, but Taylor able to win out. Strong challenge by Cayenne. The referee calls for the infringement. All ball. Are we hearing that from the fans at the side? Sturdy challenge from Cayenne. Latoya Cayenne. She is carried her team well. As Joseph just down. She's able to get up. Georgia Joseph. And Blackstock plays the ball forward. Emilia White Durham. Durham has such places with Nanton. Ball still in play. And Peltier finds a skipper to Swift. Swift looking to send Nanton going. Nanton plays this one across the show onside. The flag has stayed down. Tony. But the keeper, Murray, able to make the save. She urges her team forward. Bangs it to St. Augustine girls getting each other away. Quinlan. Blackstock. The two strong players. That's Swift versus Blackstock. Cayenne. Nanton. Free as can be. Just skips past the challenge. She's into the area. Whips it across. So that ball just going out for a goal kick. And Murray. Oh, it's a gift to Tony, but she loses out. It falls to Swift. She'll want to get her name on the scorecard, so expect a shot now. She bangs it forward. Oh, just over. So Victoria Swift, wanting to get her name on the scorecard, she wouldn't want this game to finish and not have that name swiftly written. So it's Murray. So Murray, she goes short. It's aimed at Blackstock. No, just being infringed upon there, Blackstock. So it's gonna be. So it's gonna be Victoria Swift who stands over this ball. Just about 40 minutes gone. Just about 5 more remaining in the first half of this one. Victoria Swift stands over the ball. And it's not going to be any secret that she's going to go directly to goal. She can hit them. They've only set a wall of 3. And for a player of Victoria Swift's standard, she'll be disappointed if the ball isn't picked up from the back of the net after this one. She goes for power. I'm sure she's going to be disappointed as she waves to the bench and says, sorry. There was no real need to go for power. Placement was all was needed here. But as we approach the halftime interval in this one, it's UWI Augustine 5, the 5 Islands girls 0. Durham. She's already gotten 2. Emilia. So it's becoming a shooting party now. As the young people would say, all rifles on board. Well, the new music, of course. As it's well controlled, a good scale. She plays it forward, but Cayenne breaks it up. It falls to Swift. Swift showing composure, goes back to Taylor. Taylor, she loses out. And Swift just putting on the big screen, wins it, looks up, and bangs it forward, aimed at Tony. You're going to see the players just trying as they Kalisha Thomas was the number 8. That's and on comes Thomas, sporting a number 7 jersey. Of course, number 7, very significant in football. And it's gifted away. And Emily Nanton gets a second, the 6th for her team. So it's all beginning to implode here for this 5-island team. And you can expect the scoreline to get into double digits when fatigue begins to set in the second half. So, ball banged forward. Missed header by Peltier, but she's able to recover. Finds Cayenne. She skips past the challenge of Quinlan. Quinlan trying to get the challenge in, but it goes out to Durham. Durham. She's dragged to the ground. No call by the referee. I've heard one of the fans calling for the umpire. He's in the wrong spot. Well, the review. And that's the halftime whistle. So at the half in this one, UWI and Augustine, they lead by 6-0. They got their goals off the boot of the impressive Emily Nanton. She got 2. Sky Durham also with a double. Tony also getting a double. So three players with a brace. We're going to the break. When we come back, we'll have myself and Mr. Grant as they join the commentary. St. Augustine grounds here. JBC, the Five Island girls. For the second half, as it's a kickoff there from the center. See the girls, they are in the royal blue, and the girls from the Five Islands campus in a bit of a aquamarine.
As she kicks it long.
That's Noriega playing the ball forward. A substitute has come on. That's Rebecca Bob.
Wonderfully using her body there to shield the ball. Yes, and she plays it forward.
Ian, who's going to control things here. She's bringing the ball forward as she finds Ramchata. And Emily Nanton continuing where she left off in the first half. She's blowing into the area. Nanton with a shot. Oh!
And she scores.
Nanton, she adds a seventh. That's a hat trick. Emily Nanton, she's on a roll as the UWI girls, they lead 7-0.
A bit of twinkle toes from her there as she gets past two defenders and puts it to the back of the net.
Yes, definitely. Emily Nanton continuing her winning ways from the first half, skips past two challenges and puts that into the back of the net.
Yes, lovely weather we have in here at UWI. A lot of fans outside cheering on the teams. Yeah?
Yeah, as the Five Island team plays the ball forward, it's Tila. Tila finds Cayenne. Cayenne, Bob. Nice interchanging of passes. Bob bulldozing her way through. A referee calling for the infringement as Black Stock has gone down. Strong challenge. Well, the Five Island player has gotten up.
Let's see what could happen with this free kick here.
But it's going to be a free kick here, and standing over it, none other than Victoria Swift. She'll be wanting to get her name onto the scorecard. She goes short to Cayenne. Cayenne back to Swift.
As she looks to cross. She cross.
Keeper comes unable to claim it cleanly. The substitute going the wrong way. That's Ramdeen.
She shoots. A block.
The new rule is if the ball hits the referee, the team that was in possession of the ball gets a bum ball. So Cecile Hines have decided that it's Five Island who was in possession of the ball. And Black Stocky, who's going to get this free kick. And
It's
Just
a,
folding up here there.
it's a drop
Is
ball as the keeper takes it up.
so Murray using all of her area. She bangs it forward. Taylor. As Swift on the ball. The stationary cameraman. The stationary photographer. Just doing what stationary photographers do. Ball across. Ah! It's a bubble. And the captain, Cayenne, Latoya Cayenne, gets the name on the scorecard. A mistake by the keeper.
Just an awkward bounce from the ball there. The keeper thought she had her eyes on it, but whoops. And it's in the back of the net.
Yeah. A hard day for Zamora Murray. Just transitioning from athletics to football. And she's already conceded 8 goals. You can expect more as fatigue steps in the second half. Blackstock bangs it forward. She decides that the further away from her goal it is, the better.
I agree.
Keeper Headley claims, and she uses the whole area, bangs it forward. Blackstock again. How often have we called that name? Archibald Quinlan finds Swift. She's going to be looking for Nanton. Nanton with room and time. And she was not offside there. We were in line. A very close call. She was not offside there. But the flag at the far side. You can watch it on the replay. You decide at home.
Yes, you can.
Well, league, so you have other games to play for, so you can't concede too many goals and put yourself into a terrible hole. So you'll want to. Quinton does well, plays the ball forward. Here's where they should just look to get the ball into the attacking third. They have not done that often enough.
Ball goes out of touch there, and St. Augustine has the throw.
So St. Augustine through Taylor. Iris Taylor looking to get a throw in. Referee Cecil Hines ensuring that all is well there. Bob.
She steals the ball.
Yeah, she's added a bit of flair since coming on.
And some muscle.
Of course. Swift Victoria, that is. Just looking to make a pass. Treads it through. Bob allowing it to run. She has a bit of speed. And there she's brought down there by Nord.
Strong tackle there. As you said in the first half, only one could pass.
Yeah. Nord has really stuck to that unique Nord. She has stuck to that principle.
Ball.
With there she's signaling
Ball.
with there she's signaling that she thinks that she had enough and she's gonna save those legs. The coach, the very experienced coach, just saying you gotta stay on, ma'am. Swift again, just bossing that midfield area, looking for Nanton.
But the pace from Nanton, as she allows the defender to put it out for a corner kick.
Yeah, she went nearest touch there. That was Simpson. Ball played inside. Emilia, she wants to score. Straight at Murray. Emilia again, and this time it bangs off the head of Bob. Still not cleared. Cayenne skips past the challenge. Cayenne from distance, and it comes off, and it goes out for a corner. So it's going to be a.
We have the captain down here. There's a little injury.
Yeah. Well, if Cayenne comes off, Swift will have to stay on. Of course, Victoria still should be managing her minutes. 10-0. The UWI team leading comfortably at this point. And as fatigue begins to step in, this can get very close to 20.
Radar forecast, it's raining goals.
Of course, the UWI games, it has been around for a long time. In 1995, I think it was. 96. That was when I was on campus. We won the 2 years I was here. One in Mona, Jamaica. It travels across the Caribbean. So every 2 years, it's a biannual sporting event. Every 2 years. But it's swift across, just over the head of Nanton. Ramchata doing well. Finds Nanton.
She beats one.
Nanton skips.
And and that ball goes out for a corner there.
Yes, it's another corner. Skipper who exits, so she has had enough. Latoya Cayenne, and on comes the number 5, Ordine. Caitlin Ordine. But it's going to be Nanton. Nanton bangs it across. Quinlan, and Archibald. The ball just bouncing off the back of the player. And Quinlan just banging it forward. Swift. Nanton. How often have we called those two names? Nanton putting on the big screen. But the referee would have played the advantage, and then when the advantage would have been lost, she would have called it back. Good refereeing by Cecile Hines.
Yes, I agree. But wonderful footwork by Nanton there. They can't get the ball off of her, yeah?
Yes, she's shown skill, composure, pace, and power. She's got it all here today. Emilia able to pull it back, and she goes for goal from that acute angle into the side netting.
Just tries to catch a keeper off guard there. Yeah.
Well, of course, she's just going for a bit of glory there. As we see Dr. Obag also just passing with the skipper, Cayenne. He would have signaled to the bench and said prevention is better than cure. Ball banked forward. Good control there by Joseph. A heavy touch. And Odin, Emilia, she's been very nimble in the midfield. Ball banked forward. Noriega taking no prisoners. Bob in pursuit. If she keeps it in play, it's going to be dangerous. But she can't. It goes out. It's going to be a throw-in.
Just a little bit too much on the pass there from the defender into the right-sided part of the field. But, you know, they will get it right.
And it's a foul through. The referee just signaling that let's get it right.
As the showers start to come down here, fans start to pull out their umbrellas to shelter from the rain. But still lovely weather we're having up here.
Yeah, it's a good footballing weather. This one comes through. Oh, looking for a nice, skillful turn there was Ramsden. And they're finally able to clear, but only far as Emilia. She's going to shoot. She wants to get her name on the scorecard. Passes it.
Ooh.
Call for an infringement. And from distance, Murray dives, lands on it.
Wonderful save by the keeper there. Keeping a team, trying to keep a team into the game.
Yeah, you're definitely trying just to control the scorecard. When the game reaches this stage, you'll want to just ensure that it doesn't become ridiculous. Of course, it's a learning experience for all involved. A shot from distance from Emilia.
Oh, what an learning experience it is with a baptism of fire.
Well, sometimes you pay to learn. Other times it's given to you. Today, nothing is given. All is earned. Some good skill there by Joseph. And then it falls to Nanton. So Nanton has gone into the midfield now. You know, the adjustment has been made with the skipper being out, but it's Bob. Ball across and it falls to Nanton again. Is it a sixth goal? Yes, it is. Emily Nanton.
I believe that's a double hat trick there.
Well, it's 3-3, 6. She has 6 goals to her personal tally. The UWI St. Augustine team has 11. She the far side would have been the number 9.
Wonderful control from the rock in the back for St. Augustine there.
So Swift split it wider. Swift. Bob. Rebecca Bob. And they're beginning to just control things now. Silky smooth. And I almost thought I was commentating a national game. I thought I was at the wrong field. And a shot by Emilia. As ball is through. And Swift putting on the skills and drills. But you see, she's not committing too much now. She knows this game is wrapped up. Ball is true, she's onside. So there again, you saw a classic case that she was onside. The ball was played, and although when the ball was getting to her, she should have been in an outside position. When the ball was played, she was in an onside position. But of course, you can expect that. Ball played through. Emilia Odin. She's coming as a substitute. Strong challenge. The referee deemed it from behind. There's a strong challenge here from Shaquana Simpson.
Because frustration is kicking in for the Five Island girls.
Well, a combination of fatigue and frustration. Embarrassing position already, and you just want to stay in it. At the same time, the muscle memory just going a bit crazy. And, you know, when people are now being introduced to sports, the more tired they get, the more they lost their form, both physically and mentally.
Well, I see a lot better work from the keeper in this half because I guess the coach would have talked to her and she would have picked up where, you know, she had left off in the first half. A lot of goals scored on her in the first half, but she has been as a rock in the second half, I must say.
Yeah, that's definitely how it is. You know, these ladies would be, some of them, just getting into they'll be just getting into sports. Of course, part of the holistic development of the individual. It's going to be Emilia. She goes for goal. And it's through the hands of Murray and into the back of the net. 12 goals to nil. Emilia gets her name on the scorecard.
Just got to keep focus.
Rosalie Magana, Emilia, she adds another. It's 12 goals to nil. And we were just praising the keeper that she had improved in the second half. And there again, conceding what we will call a soft goal.
A bit of soft goals there.
So the question being asked by all the fans here is how much more goals are going to be conceded.
That is a good question.
But Blackstock is showing that she's up for the battle. So is Emily Nanton. That's a ball aimed at Odin. Strong challenge by Simpson. Archibald. Blackstock. This could be dangerous. Her player is offside, so she has to go if she's going. And she delays too much and gets herself in a battle with Swift. Strong tackle, no call by the referee. Ball played out wider. The substitute, Frederick, goes back. And to another substitute, that's Thomas. Thomas is trying to string some passes together here, the Five Island girls. But guess who's there to bring it up? Emily Nanton. So Emily Nanton, she's been here, there, and everywhere. A sterling performance by the youngster.
Just bringing it back to the tackle. The Swift thought she really got fouled there, but it was all ball.
Yeah, it was a strong challenge. Blackwood has really stuck to her task. The sign of a real professional, a real fighter. As they try to come forward here. Emilia going for a bit of a run here. She saw arriving there the robust Shaquana Simpson. And there's
I guess that's a foul throw there.
Yeah, foul throw by Trinidad and Tobago. So it's going to be a throwing for the Five Island girls. Odin. She's up against Simpson. Odin. She gonna take the throw. Who is she? And Victoria Swift just telling them, wait, I have things under control here. She's going to go for a long throw. Throws it long. Odin picks it up. Or does she? She misses everything, but she sticks with it. Into the side netting. So, Mr. Grant, this game here, at this point, you're the coach of the Five Islands team. What are you going to do at this stage?
At this stage, as you said earlier, I would get 9 behind the ball and at least 2 on top to try to get a consolation goal.
Well, Emilia with the shot. And just losing out there. The Toronto Tobago team, they've stayed disciplined though and structured. You know, sometimes when goals are raining, the players just want to get into attacking positions.
Comes Nanton again. And another goal.
So it's 7 goals to nil. 7 goals
to her name.
To her name, Emily Nanton. And it's 13 goals in general. What a performance by the youngster. She's definitely so they continue to rain goals here. Just about
I would say midway through the second half.
Midway through the second half.
Yes.
They
take a water break there.
So as if you're now joining us and you're wondering what the score, what's on your screen, it's the UWI Games 2026. It's UWI St. Augustine up against Five Islands. The score at the stage, UWI leading 13 goals to nil. Of course, the star of the show, none other than Emily Nanton. She has 7 to her name. And while they have a drink, we'll have one. As we go into the break, when we come back, more action. Welcome back. We're here at the UWI St. Augustine grounds with just about 20 plus minutes left in this one. The UWI St. Augustine leading by 13 goals to nil versus the Five Islands team out of Antigua. Very interesting last 20 minutes because you're going to see how the players are going to respond. And on jogs Miss Famia Davis from Antigua. She got a lusty round of applause.
Yes, she did. She was nursing a little injury in the first half, but I guess she got that sorted out and she's on the field now.
So you got a lot of information there, Mr. Grant. But let's see what performance she's going to turn in here as Quinton Nanton. She just skips past the challenge, goes across to Iris Tila, back to Nanton. Nanton is just bossing things, looking for Odean, but Odean finds Blackstock. The ball is played through. Bob bursting into the area. Turns one way, then the other. Bob, ball hooked across. The keeper comes. It's not cleared. And the referee calls that indirect. A very strange call there. Of course, by virtue, it should be indirect because you can't play with the ball when you're not on the ground. Yeah, you can't cause your body to block the ball while on the ground. So it's not a penalty, it's an indirect. So everybody can line up on the goal line. It doesn't seem like the Five Island team has been informed of that. Everyone should go on the line. Now, indirect, someone must touch the ball. A lot of players tend to want to touch it, one of your own players. When you have the knowledge, you just bang it. It must touch a player on the goal line. Yeah, if the 11 players line up on the goal line, they just bang it. It must hit somebody.
Just bang it off somebody and get it in the goal.
Yeah. Well, Swift is going to take this one. You'll have to use a vice grip to take her off of this one because she can get a name onto the scorecard. But let's see if she does, if she decides to touch.
I guess this player doesn't have on the proper equipment.
Okay. Contreton? No, it's not equipment. So it's... Oh, she has a nose ring. Very, very dangerous. I'll give you a story about that. Not a nose ring, but a button. I'll give you a story about that after this play. I don't know. My director is warning me, and she bangs it. Did it? Well, that's 14 goals to nil. Bum. She's come on and she's added a spark. Yeah, she's always battling the robust. She's pleading her innocent. The referee says, no, you're guilty. At least on this occasion.
Her aggression is on a high. I guess it's because she loves the sport and she wants to win.
Yeah, definitely. And it's Frederick looking for movement. Decides to go short, finds Quinlan. Quinlan passes to no one in particular.
To herself.
And that ball goes out of play. So it's going to be a throw-in to the Five Island girls. Well, they can only build from this. I think it's a good lesson for them. Of course, this is what the UWI Games is about. I remember my time at campus, a lot of folks I had friendships that I made from Jamaica, the Julian brothers. They were at the Trinidad campus, but they were from Jamaica. Former national players for Team Jamaica. Ball has come through here. Simpson clears it forward. But it's well controlled here
Ooh, great skill there by Swift.
Yeah, she's just straight
And
offside.
it's-
Yeah, you could make a pick of which one was offside
Yeah,
there.
that is offside there.
Yeah, a lot of. And the coach of the Trinidad and Tobago team just asking if Swift is good, and she says, "Yeah, I'm okay." She want to protect her diamond. It's going to be very necessary in other games. Quinlan is out. Odin finds Emilia. The number 10 has come on. She has not been very active. Barbara, she's skillful. Let's see what she does.
Very
She puts on the
skillful.
big screen.
Yeah, very skillful. And let's see if they can get a goal out of this. Oh, and it's another goal.
And Aaliyah Ramsden, she gets a goal. Look at the celebration, the salute, the kiss. She's done it all as she ran to the bench. This is what it means to her. We've seen no one celebrate as much as she has. She hugs her coach. It has meant the world to her. UWI Augustine, they lead.
And here come Five Island. Now they're wiggling their way through. They just
Blackstock.
might get it. They just might get it. Wonderful defending by St. Augustine there.
Yeah, Blackstock though, she's trying everything for her team. And that offside position and pass close to Swift, but Swift was in possession of the ball. She didn't interfere with the play. So it's a comedy of errors there, really.
I have no explanation. I really have no
I am
explanation.
just trying to explain it. The end result is the flag was raised, an offside, and a free kick given. Yeah, no goal and a free kick given.
It was a beautiful goal, eh?
Yeah. Well, it's the goal that that Victoria Swift had been begging for. As you can see, the St. Augustine players just getting into a conversation because they want to know what's going on. And Bob and Swift going at it. In the end, you seen a smile from Bob as her Goldilocks is shaking. But she was in outside position, but the ball never left Swift's feet. So therefore, it should not have been called an outside. But in the end,
just a bit of confusion there.
Yeah.
Right, but let's see what call is being made there. Is it for the infringement for the player on the ground? Or is it for a mistake made by God knows who?
They're going to give it as a free kick. The skipper Archibald has come back. And she's decided to stabilize things. Shanice, she's trying to ensure that they don't get to 20. It's 15. My cameraman Kadir Mohammed said that the score would be 15. So let's see if Nostradamus was part of the skills he's learned.
Just a handball there.
Ball played short.
The Five Island players only passing it to the St. Augustine players.
And Bob bursting into the area. Bob, a strong tackle. They've not given up just yet, these Five Island players.
Once they get into the sport of football, you shouldn't give up. No matter how much goals you have against you, you shouldn't give up.
Yeah.
Have to fight the game to the end.
So there's another lesson that is learned from sport and through sport. The lessons of fortitude of being able to be resilient in tough times.
Well, I guess Five Islands have to regroup and come back stronger for the next game. Try to get as much goals as possible in the next game so that they could overturn this goal deficit.
Swift with the ball inside. It's just been bubbling up there. No one claiming it. Finally, the substitute Thomas claims it, but Quinlan bangs it forward. Alexandra comes and wins it. She's barged over, no call by the referee. Blackstock, she has two. Odin goes down, still Blackstock. Blackstock trying to go alone here. Good skill by Blackstock, but she has to come back. And then she finds Diaz. But guess who's going to come and win that one, huh? Nanton, Emily Nanton. She's been superstar.
Certainly my man of the match or woman of the match.
I was just about to correct you. She's Wonder Woman, no Superman. As she just plays it quickly. Swift.
Wonderful through ball there. She's one-on-one with the keeper. Can she convert it? Oh, big save by the keeper there.
Brilliant save by Murray. Emilia was one-on-one. The keeper stood tall and came up large for a team there.
I guess that is what you need when the score is like that, eh?
Oh! A statement shot from Victoria Swift. If you were doubting or you were wondering who is the national player on the pitch, make no mistake, remember the name, Victoria Swift. She adds a 16th for her team. Her first. She was begging for it all day long, but there it was set for her and she drove it through. Perfect technique. The next thing the ball was hitting was the back of the net.
I guess she find her range there. So that area there, once you shoot from there, you know it's goal.
But they're still coming. Blackstock trying to work some magic. Odin. Simpson. This could be dangerous. But Taylor comes. The keeper had Headley once again involved. She comes and claims it. And she kicks it. Not the best of kicks upfield, but it falls to a St. Augustine player. None other than Victoria Swift, and she bursts into the midfield.
Excuse.
And Bob looking to get her name onto the scorecard. Murray does well. It goes out. It's going to be a corner.
Wasn't the best of crosses, but the keeper was able to get her hands on the ball and get it out for a corner kick.
Yeah. As they would say, good enough.
See, the keeper of St. Augustine hardly has any work to do there.
Well, she's been a tourist. She's just been observing Swift, Victoria. She's up against Blackstock.
That is
get
skill.
past Blackstock and then it off the post.
Wonderful skill from Swift there as she nutmegs Blackstock.
Yeah, Blackstock is
and
definitely
left her on the ground.
Yeah, Janique Blackstock has been the heart and soul of this Five Islands team. Rebecca Bob, Odin. She's going on in the area. Alexandra Ramchichow. She has number 7 written on her back. She's played defense all day. She's up against Murray. Referee Susie Hines, a smile on her face. Alexandra looking like Cristiano Ronaldo. And she bangs it into the corner. And there, a very limited celebration. And with that, the final whistle goes. It's 17 goals to nil. UWI St. Augustine reigning goals here at the St. Augustine campus.
A total baptism of fire here. Congratulations to the girls from UWI St. Augustine. Yeah, they have shown great ball skill, great communication on the field of play. The defense has been a wall.
Yeah, she's definitely done quite well. As the two teams, though, I think would be the winner. Football, the winner in the end. As you see the camaraderie by the young ladies, as they would have totally enjoyed this. The star of the show, none other than Nanton, as Emily Nanton leads the way with 7 goals to nil. But credible performances by Victoria Swift. Of course, the skipper, Mrs. Latoya Cayenne, was also very influential. In the end, the UWI girls running away with this. Both teams, though, will go back to the drawing board as the UWI game continues here at the UWI St. Augustine grounds. As we have a look at the highlights. So this is some second half highlights as we saw Emily Nanton just putting on a show really. As there you see one of her goals using her skill, strength and speed to put the ball into the back of the net.
She really came into her own in the second half, taking charge of the ball, taking charge, right, with every pass, every touch, and getting the ball into the back of the net.
The skipper here getting her name on the scorecard, Cayenne from distance. A bit of a bubble there by the goalkeeper, but take nothing away. The number 19 for the UWI team, she led from the front.
Yes, and Nanton, she gets it again. That was an offside play there, I'm guessing.
Bob came on and she had a spark to the attack. The ball was across, and guess who was there at the far post? Emily Nanton, remember the name, as she added goals.
I would say goals like rain, don't you say, Gordon?
Here we have Victoria Swift at the far post, and she scored them with the feet. She can do it just as good with the head. Nanton adding another. The celebration there for the crowd. Bob, of course, she added a spark. The ball fell kindly. And guess who?
Emily Nanton.
She continued to rain goals here at the UWI St. Augustine ground. Taylor, this time from defense to provider. Nanton bursting through and finishing with a plumper as she really lit things up here.
This indirect free kick here.
Emilia taking it. And oh yeah, what happened? Swift touched the ball. It was a shot right over. And Emilia there getting a name on the scorecard. Some hard work here by the substitute. She did all the hard work. Rams did. Look what it meant to her. No one celebrated more than her. You would have swear that she had a hat trick. She ran across to her coach. Wonderful moments and scenery here at St. Augustine. As this is what UWI St. Augustine does. These games really enticing.
It's a wonderful pass there.
And when you thought you had seen the best, there was still to be better. Swift with one into the back of the net.
I'm guessing this was the goal with the infringement.
Right, so that was the offside goal. She said, you all don't give me it legally, I'll take it from distance. Victoria Swift, you would not see a better goal anywhere.
What a rocket there.
Boom, bang!
Bulgy old onion net.
Swift celebrates, and the St. Augustine girls were in full flight.
And the penalty here.
Ram Chatar to add the exclamation point. into the back of the nets. And that was all she wrote, 17 goals to nil. And that's all she wrote. So, well, from all of us here, I want to thank you for viewing. Remember to continue viewing as we bring you more coverage of football in the UWI games live right here on UWITV and 360 TV. Good evening and welcome. We're here at the St. Augustine UWI campus grounds and we're getting ready for action in the UWI games. It's football. We have Kville up against Mona. Kville, of course, from Barbados. They are in the cornwood colors, black and yellow. And the Mona team, they are in all red with some white strips. I'm going pair together with the World Cup hero, Sid Gray. Good afternoon, Sid.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pierre. Good to see you again in a very long time. I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
I haven't heard you.
Always a good occasion when we meet together. Well, this one promises to be a cracker. As usual, the UWI game bringing together all of the UWI campuses across the region. And this one a classic encounter between the Mona campus of Jamaica and the Kville campus of Barbados. We've got the starting lineups for you. For the boys who will be playing in red, it's Lilton Williams, the number 40. He's going to be in goal. The number 8 is going to be Matthew Coke. Number 5 is Ralph Maxwell. Number 10, Carlos Cooper. Number 17, David Coombs. Saji Surand is the number 18. The number 16, sorry. Karima Mago is the number 14. Danielo Mackenzie, number 7. Raheem Binner, number 18. Number 19 is going to be worn by Francis. I think that's the Shomba Francis. And the number 6, rounding off the starting lineups, Daniel Barrona. That's the starting lineups from the boys from the Jamland, Jamaica. Well, the KFL guys, they are in goal. We've got Xavier Archer. He'll be sporting number 25. Number 11, Jaden Goodridge. Number 5 is Aidan Phillip. Number 6 is Ryan Preston. Number 20 is Tevon Cadogan. Number 8 is Jalen Jilts. Number 14 is going to be worn by Shakwan Waldron. Jamari Trotman is going to be sporting the number 3 jersey. Darren Sammy. Yes, a very interesting name there. Darren Sammy, he's be wearing number 18. Stefan Doyle, number 9. And rounding off the starting lineups, Christopher Jacobs. Sid, it's the UWI games. A very exciting and integral part in the calendar of UWI sports. It brings together the sporting talents of the different campuses across the region. This one is going to be interesting.
Yes, should be a very interesting game here today. From these two teams, well, I hope we'll see a very, well put together team doing their thing here today. I think they will be more well organized, hopefully.
Yeah, well, we see the captain, Matthew Coker. They say he has had some national youth experience coming through the ranks. So that will be interesting to see as we see them line up here. Of course, picturesque UWI front field as it's known as. We see the administration building on the far side. All the flags of the nations participating. All the